Right, last example for subtopic 2.1. A toy car moves with an acceleration of 2 meters per second from rest for 2 seconds. It then moves with constant velocity for another 3 seconds. It finally comes to rest after another 1 second. Sketch a velocity time graph to show the motion of the toy car. Alright, so let's try to do that. There's a velocity exists, so velocity meter per second, and then we have time in seconds. So we have maximum velocity is not given, so let's just write v there, but we have 2 and then another 3, so 1 2 3 5 and then another 1 6. Okay, so since it starts from rest, we know that the line would be, the dot would be firstly on the origin of the graph, which is there, and then it moves with an acceleration of 2 meters per second for 2 seconds. So this is 2 seconds, it stop here, somewhere here. Okay, and then it moves another 3 seconds too with constant velocity, and then it stops after 1 second. Okay, so that is how you draw the graph for velocity time graph. Next, what is the velocity of the toy car after the first 2 seconds? So what we can use to calculate this is this formula. Okay, so you actually will meet this formula in the next subtopic, but we should just use this anyway. So it starts from rest, so u would be equal to 0 meter per second. Lepas tu dia ada bagi kita acceleration, which is 2 meter per second. And then the time yang kita mau look for is the first 2 seconds, so the time would be 2 seconds. Okay, so substitute that, you'll then get the velocity to be 4 meter per second. Okay, next, calculate the deceleration of the car. So again, we can use this formula, but now we have the final velocity, so we can just find the deceleration of the car as it comes to rest. Okay, so plug in the values, you will then get negative 4 meter per second square as the deceleration rate lah. Okay, now what is the total displacement of the car for the whole journey? So displacement is equal to area under the graph of VT, supaya kamu tidak confused. Okay, so it is the area under the graph untuk graph velocity against time sahaja. Okay, so how do we calculate it? We can just find the area. So after you find the area, you'll then get the value of 18 meter. Okay, next is we are asked to sketch the acceleration time graph for the motion. So acceleration time graph, since they're the negative, so we have to do somewhere like something like this. Okay, so this is time and this is acceleration meter per second. Okay, so this is 2 and then we have -4, -2. Okay, so 2 to 5 6. Okay, so during the first 2 seconds, the acceleration is 2 meter per second square. So the acceleration is 2 meter per second square, and then it has constant velocity for 3 seconds, so acceleration is equal to 0. And then at the end of the ride, it has a deceleration rate of -4. Okay, so that is our acceleration time graph. Okay, all right, so that is on example number 8, and this is the final examples for chapter 1 subtopic 2.1. So for the exercises, I expect you to answer it and obviously do a presentation when I ask you to do later lah. Okay, so that is for subtopic 2.1.